Well, what's the crack, everybody? You're all very welcome to episode 95 of the Ramble Pod. Well, it is currently, as I'm recording this, it is the 13th of August, and the video, of course, will go out tonight to the lovely Patreons, and you'll be hearing this on the 14th. So, the 14th, Friday the 14th, sunny as bejesus. Anybody watching this? I look red as fuck. I just out of the shower. I've gotten into this new thing. I don't know where it's going to end, but for some reason, I'm having the shower fucking roasting these days. And I know this because, fucking hell, the screams coming out of the shower when herself turns it on. She's like, what the fuck are you trying to fucking broil yourself? I don't know what it is. I think I'm just getting deader as I get older. It's the decay of fucking skin or something on my body is gone. Yeah, turn up the juice, damn it. Well, you can't hear you. So, I don't know. Is anybody else doing that? Or are they getting softer? Is the shower getting... you know what? I really want one of those fucking proper rain showers. According to Donald Trump, the showers just aren't powerful enough in America. Yeah, I mean, they're just not powerful. They're just, we need to turn up the showers. Turn up the power of the showers. Or rather than somebody pulling the old mad bastard aside and going, here, Donald, what are you fucking on about? Like, I know you're trying to play distraction techniques with all this. Oh, what the fuck are you on about? There she went, yeah, we're going to look into it. And it was a genuine article I was reading today. They're going to fucking look into it. They're going to look at, yeah, we're going to. I mean, I suppose he is the president. You can't really say shut the fuck up. You would say, I'm definitely going to look into that. And you're not going to look into it. But, like, do you think the White House would have power showers? He's like, because my hair needs to be perfect. Your hair's fucked, man. Your hair is fucked. It's wrecked. It's some of the worst fucking hair. It's a joke in itself. Your hair is a fucking joke in itself. So I don't know. There's times when I'm going, does he get out of the bed going, what will I say today for the crack? And just see, will I get away with it? Surely bit of fuck, that's what he says. Huh? I don't know. I had no intention of talking about fucking Donald Trump, but when I read that this evening, I was like, what in the name of bollocks is this about? Is this, like, we need to turn up the showers. That's what we need now. Turn up the showers and that'll sort everything. Yeah? Welcome, everybody. It normally, it kicks off like this. I had a guest. I wasn't planning on doing a Ramble Pod. I had a guest, very fun guest lined up, but he got paid gig work, online paid gig work, so I just went, fair enough, we'll record on Monday. And it'll be grand. We'll have an hour of Ramble Pod. Well, we had, what have we had? With Hard Enough podcast out this week. Thank you very much to everybody who got involved with that. If you haven't listened, it's myself and Owen Colgan. Hard as fuck we are. Yeah. And we did big talking about the mullet. A lot of people complimenting the mullet. Now, even people came up to, and I'll talk about it in a minute, came up to me about the gig last night and went, listen to the podcast. Gotta say, Colgan is on the money. Your fucking mullet is on point. It went a bit wild, all right, with the heat. It all got curly at the back and stuff, but you know what? Like, to anybody watching right now, check this out. Check that out. We're talking straight up Billy Bob. It's sitting out like oh my God. Like another 3 inches. Fucking let it off like Dog the Bounty Hunter down to my ass. I could give myself a pair of leather jeans. Pair of fucking leather waistcoat. Just go around arresting people with mace for no reason. What did dog do? Was he racist or something? What did dog do? Because it was the weirdest fucking show ever. Come on, young blood. And then the wife with those massive cans. Like, the woman must have been in bits walking around like these fucking huge fucking cannons on the front of her. What did I think he did? Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb. Yeah, Burr had a bit about it, didn't he? What did you think he was thinking? A fellow with a mullet and yeah, he was going to come up with some racist shit, all right. But I think, no, we won't. We'll go to the, I don't know, am I brave enough to let it to shoulder length, but we'll let it another little bit. Somebody commented on YouTube. They said, because all the audio goes up on YouTube as well. Some bloke called Mick goes, and where can we see said mullet, Tom? Where can we check it out? As if there was, I have it in the mullet exhibition down on Main Street. You can pop down there anytime you want. It'll be there exhibitioning for the next 30 days. Yeah. To the middle of next month. So, go down, drinking coffee, enjoying my mullet. It'll be there for everybody to enjoy. The truth is, Mick, and anybody who's listening, it is over on my Patreon page. I have my mullet on the page. The video of the podcast is, and that's where they're staying. They will stay on the Patreon page, as is the video of this one, because that's what they deserve. The Patreon people deserve. There's questions that came in a bit late too that I'm after missing, and there's questions that come in late that I think I screen grabbed them for myself and Owen. We're going to try and get another one recorded this weekend. So fear not if you're listening going, motherfucker didn't answer our fucking question. I saw some of them. I screen grabbed them. I miss them because Instagram is fucking weird. It's just fucking weird. It's like, it'll tell you if somebody fucking nearly looked at you. Because I guess a certain way. For some reason, I was advised to make it a business account. I don't know what difference that makes. I don't. You have 2 inboxes for some reason now. Don't know what difference that makes. It's not like they're business meetings in either one. It's not like your Gmail. So I don't know. So sometimes I miss questions and stuff like that comes in. Yes, people have been asking about the fucking barbecue sauce video. Do you know what? I just need to stick a little intro and change the color a little bit, and I will get it out. I'll get it out. It kind of ran away. I think I just forgot about it. I got it done last Saturday, more or less. And then just, fucking hell, how did I forget about it? A big dirty fucking whiteboard there. And there it is, not struck through. I did not strike it through. The fucking shame. Mea culpa. Shame on me. The barbecue video. I'll try and get it done now. It's late, but fuck it. I'll try and just wrap it up, get it out as well with this. Yeah, so there you go. There'll be a barbecue sauce video. If I have time, of course, yeah. If I have time this week, I'd like to do ribs this Saturday. I was going to do them tomorrow evening, but we have a little get-together in the Laughter Lounge. There's green shoots coming, babe. There's green shoots coming, baby. Telling you. It's good things. They were supposed to open tomorrow night, but legislation knocked them back, and they're opening the following week. But they're saying, fuck it, we have the taps running. Come on in. So they're inviting all the comedians in and it'll be nice. It'll be fucking nice to just fucking rub some elbows with some comedians and all the rest of it. It'll be fucking lovely. And but very excited I was. I got a very, very, very fucking, I was very excited over a text message I got on Monday, because it got greenlit on Monday. We were gigging in Galway last night. Wednesday night, we were gigging in Galway. Yeah. Run by the Roisin Dove. Go to my, oh my God, just go to their fucking page. Go to the Vodafone Comedy Carnival page. Go to my, I've maybe gone off my stories at this stage, but just the way I got this text message, like, can you do the gig? I was like, fucking, yeah, fucking absolutely. And it was myself, Carts Bain, Joe Rooney, and Ian Burke. Ian Burke is a regular over there. He's in the Roisin Dove. But just the fucking way they laid it out. Because I had no idea what way it was going to be. I just thought it was going to be a blank field. You wander in, and it was going to be like an open-sided tent. But, man, like, multiply that coolness by fucking 500. I wish everybody that listens to this podcast was at it. Oh, my God. Now, there was podcast listeners. A couple came up that I'd never met before. Two different couples came up that I'd never met before. They enjoyed the podcast. 2 patrons, Dave and Anne-Marie, were there. Fantastic stuff. I don't think it would have been held without them. They're comedy gurus at this stage in Galway. So where it was down in South Hill. South Hill. Anybody who knows Limerick knows that gig was definitely not on at South Hill. To quote Jim Elliott, it's a fucking strong horse infestation over there. And a saddleless horse infestation in the likes of South Hill. But it was in Salt Hill, where the hill, it literally cuts down like a fucking hill, Tom. Jesus Christ, spoken like a true fucking topographical fucking engineer. And it plateaus out, and what it is a little bit of I think it's a driving range for an old golf club that's there, in amongst all these fucking campsites, and not oh yeah, I'll fight you campsites. I'm the best man. And all you have to do is bring out, oh my God, I saw a couple of great ones today. Great ones. I'll see, can I share them on the video? But yeah, so we get there and there's the car park and there's like a little pinch point, like tight bit up the side. And that's where they have the check-in table. Girls are there with their masks. They've got a fucking security guy telling where to park the car. There's the fucking bark mulch laneway with all flags leading down along. I'm like, fuck, because I met Spainer in the car park. He was like, I was here a couple of weeks ago to check it out because there was plans to do this. And we walk down along and then it opens out into this fucking stunning. And you know, they've just got those cool big flags everywhere to let you know something's going on, a festivity thing is going on. And they've got one of those armadillo style tents, you know, they're pinned down at one end. And the other three walls are kind of gone, but they've all got, the tent has all big giant nipples sticking off it. It's a cool kind of geometric shape. And then they were serving food as well. So they had a bar and a fucking barbecue station. Come on, get out of town. I won't lie. It was good. But, you know, it didn't have the money for the honey. You know what I mean? It was good. It was very good. And I was very, very grateful for it because I was starving and it was free food. But, yeah, I'm that way. But I didn't say it. I didn't say a fucking word. I'm saying this to you now. I could have done better. And I felt like a wanker at the time. I'm like, that's a professional chef over there who's done a fantastic job on these burgers. I'm some cunt in my head to go, I could do a better job. But then I reconciled it with myself, went, but I can though. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm sure the man is unbelievable at making loads of stuff that I can't make, but them burgers, lads. I liked what he did with the onions. They were kind of sauteed fucking onions. They were nice. But I'm just saying, fucking saying, I could have made a nicer one, but I did not. And the way they had it then, all around the perimeter, we'll say 50, 60 meters away from where the tent area was, where they'd like maybe seating for like, let's say 80 to 100 people between maybe the 30 tables that were under the tent, where they could sit 60 people, maybe 70 people. Then they had benches outside that. So if people wanted to properly distance, and there was 4 of them, you know, whatever. And then outside that again, if people really felt the need, they had logs for people to sit on. And then here's where it got super cool. Wrapped around the whole perimeter were these, like, there had to be fucking 20 of these yurts. And you got assigned a yurt as per, I think they were saying was allowed. Let's say 8 people were safely allowed in these yurts. You got assigned one of them. And then with that, you got it was all table service. You weren't allowed to go to the bar yourself or go to the barbecue place yourself. And then, because I think they had a link through an app or some fucking thing. And then each one of those yurts, you had your own assigned fucking toilet. So tracing and tracking and all that. It was phenomenal. Like, and then the gig itself, it's never going to be unreal when you have 3 sides missing off the fucking building, because atmosphere falls out. You know what I mean? Yeah. But it was as good as it ever would have been, if you get me. Like, because people were, at the very beginning, people were a bit, oh, geez, what the fuck's going on here? Because they hadn't been to any kind of live performance. If we were 5 months out of the game, some people might necessarily seen live anything since Christmas. So they were a little, fuck, what's going on? So I had to hit it hard. But I'll tell you one thing, though. I was fucking rusty. I knew you're going to be rusty. You fucking know it. But you don't, I think deep down in your core, you're like, because you've done it so many times, you're like, be grand. And it came off great. It came off just fine. But I'm never happy with just fucking fine. So I wanted to go straight back on. I was like, fucking now I'm in the groove. But, you know, we had to be out of there by a certain time and all the rest of it. I wasn't going to go take the fucking piss. But oh, I'm fucking jonesing for another gig straight away. I was like, I don't know, I mean, I was even driving there going, do I even miss it that much? Yeah, I miss it a bit. I'd gotten over the fucking disappointment of not fucking having a gig that time in Limerick. But then I was about 7 milliseconds after picking up my microphone. Oh yeah, we're our own separate microphones as well. So it was so cool. It was so cool. You see it and it's like, man, just the way it was laid out, people were able to get drunk. People were properly enjoying themselves. I wish everybody could have been at that gig just to go. By the end of it, people were just so cheery and so happy. It was the first time in fucking forever. You could see people were rubbing their hands together. They were walking away chuckling. We were having socially fucking distant photographs and stuff. And it was just, whatever about me, in that moment I realised, oh, this is why I fucking love it. Because I fucking love seeing people happy and buzz. I love a buzz. And creating that buzz is super cool. But you know what? I love being around it. Like, I love watching the other comics too. But it was like, yes, fucking lovely green grass shoots, and some very exciting things, as they say. Very exciting things coming up as a result of that. We had a lot of fucking discussion to be done. I got down there early, and that was the reason for the burger and all the rest of it. Big discussions, because Galway is still going ahead in October with the Galway Vodafone Comedy for Carnival. It's still going ahead, but there will be vast changes to it, because a lot of the lineups won't be able to come in from the UK or America and everywhere else they get them from. So it'll be Irish acts, and guess who has fucking 2 thumbs and fucking loves gigging in Galway? That's right, this lad. So I will be absolutely unfucking apologetically buttering myself over the city of Galway. I'm telling you now, everybody listening to this right now, because I'm guessing, because these podcasts get listened to fucking months down the line too, we've got some time. It's mid-August. We've got time. If you're listening to this and it's like the 19th of October, book off the week. Book off the fucking week. I don't give a fuck where you are on this island. Get your hold of Galway. Because, wow, I'm planning on fucking releasing it in Galway. Because, fuck them. I know. It'd be lovely to have all these big name acts in live. Now, we are going to stream them in. I say we, like I'm running the fucking thing now. But I'm having a creative hand somewhat. It would seem. We'll see how it pans out. But and some of the beloved people through this podcast are going to have a creative hand in it, and we will be streaming, big name acts in to the middle of our gigs. But doing it cool. See, can we live stream the audience back to them so they can do some crowd work as well? Just to fucking make it a bit more tasty. Some of the rooms that they have around Galway, some of the performance spaces and stuff. Oh, Jesus, cool as fuck. You'd never get in there. But because the situation as it is, they ain't got fuck all else on. So we will be, maybe plea God, as they say. We will be all over that. But I'd like to get back there before. I hope to put on this gig again. And hopefully it sets precedence. Now with the music tonight, tomorrow night, that they can fucking light this shit up. They showed last night, it worked absolutely fucking fine. They had everybody's name, number, their table, their fucking, they say this shit it's virtually impossible to contract it outdoors. And we were fucking outdoors in the sunshine. During my gig anyway, the sun was blazing, So, and everybody there looked pretty fucking healthy. So I don't think I'm not getting into that shit, underlying issues and stop at home and all that. But the moral of the story is, it was fucking super cool, lads. It was super cool to be back. So yeah, there you have it. We'll have another one. We'll have a right bash off it come fucking October. So book off whatever the fuck you're doing. Book it off. Because this will be the period too where there'll be very little superstardom going on, if you know what I mean. Like, not that there isn't, that Galway kind of brings out the fucking the humbleness out of big names and stuff. If they're playing Galway, they're typically cool folk anyway. But just why not get a bit fucking greedy? Why not get a bit fucking greedy? Why do we need them? Of course, it's always nice to have, but at the same time, for what if they let me off the leash? If they let me off the fucking leash, people will have fucking buckshot tattoos and everybody end of the fucking week. If they let me do everything I want to do, because immediately when it was like put in my direction, it was like, because that's me. I can't just go, oh, wouldn't it be nice if it was, Jesus fucking Christ, I just absolutely waffled for 20 minutes straight on, I can do this, and then I can do that, and then I can do this. But we'll see. We'll get some cool fucking stuff done. Jesus Christ, that fucking heart was across me, lads. Oh, Jesus Christ. I'll bring this up I'll share it on the screen for the Patreons or whatever, but I'll explain what I'm talking about here. So I'm there, like I said, Galway last night. Mighty crack, right? Mighty fucking crack. And then this morning I hear on the wireless, 2 girls are fucking missing in Galway, off the fucking coast of Galway. Now I don't know where they've been paddleboarding, right? So here it is. 2 girls, 2 missing paddleboarders found clinging to a lobster pot by a fisherman. My Jesus. Like, that is piss your pants stuff. Like, the sea can fuck right off, as far as I'm concerned. I know it was funny, like, people go, isn't it a beautiful spot to be in? I'm like, yeah, it's grand. But, do you know what? It is beautiful. But what fucking ruins the sea and the seaside is, because it's beautiful, every other cunt is there. And I don't want to know, like, even last night it was going, I don't want to do anything about coronavirus. I don't want to know anything about lockdown. But because I know every cunt and their mother is going to be doing it, like. So I did a little bit because I just couldn't fucking help it. And I was like, well, we are the first live ticketed comedy gig on the island of Ireland since the lockdown. And it was cool as shit. Yeah. Aside from the host, i.e. Carl Spain, I was the first act on to do. I was the first fucking act to a ticketed event in the island of Ireland. Oh, well, Republic of Ireland. Then I think the lads did a couple actually kind of in a garden or something. It was very outdoorsy looking. But this is, anyway. So the fucking heart was across me. I'm like, oh, because there was young girls at this too, like. And like 2 young women reported missing off the coast of Galway were found alive, after this being discovered clinging to a lobster pot by a local fisherman. Oh, Jesus Christ. Failed to return from paddleboarding yesterday evening. And this is me going, I missed all this bit where they were talking about when they went out. I just went, oh, for fuck's sake, off the coast of Galway. Fucking great. We were on the fucking coast last night. They got langers after the comedy. Oh, for fuck's sake. But it's believed that it survived 15 fucking hours in the water. Thank Christ it was some way warm. Oh, man. They're found by, like, they must have made their peace. Do you know what I mean? Because that never happens. People get lost out to sea. You're dead. See, this is what I'm saying, people. You get lost in a forest in Ireland. You'll be grand. Do you know what I mean? What? Like, unless you're unbelievably fucking unlucky or stupid, you ain't gonna die. You just take your fucking time, head downhill. You'll get somewhere eventually. Hit the river, follow that. You'll get somewhere eventually. I'm talking like it's fucking Alaska as well. That would almost never happen in a forest anyway, regardless. And there's nothing in there to eat you. The trees aren't trying to fucking smother you. Everything about the ocean says you've no business in this. We've no gills. We're fucking shit at fucking swimming in it. Like, as I said to Jeremy Bride one time, fill the cunt in. I could do without it. So fair play that this lad, I think this lad and his son, so it was off, they were safe and well and brought to Inishore and picked up by the Coast Guard. They had the lifeboat. Oh my fucking God. Like, so it's just like all these articles keep on repeating themselves over and over again. But I can tell you, me fucking heart stopped. I was like, oh, don't tell me. It was some fucking young ones that were at the gig and they got fucking langers because there was a lot of fucking drunk youngsters at it. And they were fucking guzzling the wine. Table service. People just out to see some live performances. There was old ones falling around the place. There was young ones falling around the place. Old lads, fucking young fellas. It wasn't messy in any way. That was the thing. That was cool too. Like, it was like people, they had an extra gear reserved for being drunk. You know what I mean? They were drunk, but it was like they had that gear that kept their shit together, if you know what I mean. Like, where they weren't like, all right. You know, it at no point felt like Electric Picnic. You know what I mean? Where people are, you know, licking each other's fucking taints and stuff in front of everybody. You know, just, I think I actually saw that once. But there was an order to it, but I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake. But yeah, 15 fucking hours saved alive and fucking well. Healthy goats. Fair play to you girls. Good on you. Oh, fucking lovely. Oh yeah, we had a buckshot sideshow this week on Tuesday. And my thanks to everybody. And I know Anne-Marie, I got to use Anne-Marie's clip. It's just, there's a kind of, it's not that there's a strict criteria, quite literally you have to think about. See, sometimes clips get sent on, you're like, that's already funny. Do you know what I mean? The funny in it is if it was just some bleak fucking adverse thing that isn't in any way related at all. But yes, thank you very much to everybody who sent in clips for Scutter Talk. We didn't get blocked. We got pulled. All right. But it was like, you're being a fucking bull by there. You're being a fucking bull by there. But now we got pulled off Facebook because I think might have been the Full Metal Jacket clip that we did. But YouTube went but I submitted a dispute and they upheld it. But I think I'm in the good books with YouTube because when you get fucking pinged a few times, which we did, we're getting pinged for every fucking thing we put up. We're getting pinged. Then all of a sudden you're on a watch list, and this crowd kept on emailing me, going, "You've been pinged for this, pinged for it," and it was my fucking theme tune on the podcast. I fucking bought the fucking thing. No, I don't know who else bought it or whatever, but I bought the fucking thing like fucking 3 or 4 years ago, and I kept on getting it. And the first one up was actually Swapcast that it would get us. Then a bunch more came, fucking random ones, like Enda Oates, he's fucking from Fair City, like episode 20 something, just going, think you're fine there, we have a song. So I kept on email because you said you can send in a dispute, and I kept on writing the same thing, going, I fucking bought this, and I got to like the 10th one, and I found out who the crowd were. So if you ever get this, if you ever put up a video, just email him direct. You'll get a bloke or a woman who's actually dealing with it. And it was this bloke, Hawk, it's the name of the company, HAAWK, and they act on behalf of loads of people, and they're a pure watchdog, like. But in fairness to your man, he goes, send me on the link there to your channel and I'll take you off to watch. He didn't say it so many words, but basically he said, you be grand, like, going forward. Sorry about that. And it actually worked. Shit like that normally never works for me. It's like somebody goes, now under section 4.2.7b column 14, people with fucking handlebar moustaches from Tipperary who were born in 1981 actually don't qualify to make a dispute. So it's upheld, and your video that you put loads of effort into making is fucking gone. But no, it was no problem. Got a sound dude. He was like, yeah, all right, no bother, send me on the link to your channel. So I'm guessing they just have a fucking a computer set up to pick the fucking thing up. The heat. It's a while since I saw it getting close to 30. And driving through the Midlands yesterday, passing the Athlone, 29 degrees. It's a while since I saw it there. And not a puff of wind. Lovely. Sweaty. Lovely. But it was like a sign. As I was driving to Galway, and the sun was fucking blazing, the heat is out, hottest day of the year, first fucking comedy gig in 5 months in the fucking country. And this is a fucking good sign. You get to Galway and the sun is blazing. Because let's be honest, Galway is not shy of fucking pissing down rain on you. So it was a good sign. But yeah, 29 degrees. Oh Jesus, Athlone, full of bogs. The midges would fucking ate you. They'd fucking ate you. I don't know. I wrote a note. Do you know what? I'll save it. I'll actually save it because I want to get owns. There was a fucking article came up in the Irish Independent the other day. Oh, sweet. Like, if I put it on Scutter Talk, I'd have to blank out every second word because it's a really long headline. I'd have to blank out every second word because it's too funny. There'd be no reveal. There'd be no humorous reveal. Every second word. the description of what went on for this German guy, fuck, amazing. So I'm gonna show it to Owen, and we'll have a right crack at it the fucking weekends. Yes, so Buckshot Sideshow, get on board. So we're trying for Tuesday nights, and we're, sometimes Thursday. It's trying to get everybody lined up. So yourself, because the amount of times where somebody would just pull out because it's not a paid gig, it's a bit of fucking crack, and they're at home. It's not like they've set out the door, and some other obligation pops up or whatever, and people just can't turn it down. So hopefully we'll try and stick to the Tuesdays. But go subscribe to the YouTube channel, Tom O'Mahony Comedy. You'll find it. It's the logo of fucking Buckshot, and hit subscribe, and that way at least and go for the notifications bell. Listen, I sound like I fucking know what I'm talking about. I fucking don't when it comes to this shit. So go have a fucking gander at. There's 8 of them up now, including the pilot, and they're getting slicker. They're getting slicker, and the gang they know their crack. Like with Sharon Mannion on last week, fucking brilliant. Like she's a brilliant comedian anyway, but brilliant. Fred was on, and poor old Fred was excellent. He's some fucking brilliant songs. He could hardly get a word in edgeways with fucking Steve, but very, very, very funny. Go look at number 7 if you haven't so far. It's fucking well worth it. I don't know how they'd work audio-wise. I was asked a few times, but you not just throw them up on the podcast feed because I need to be driving and stuff. I'll try, and a lot of the slagging, all the slagging would totally work, but a lot of it is visual. Especially when you get to the Scudder Talk, it is visual. So yeah, maybe I will. Maybe I will just save the audio and throw it up there just for the sake of it, just for people that want to fucking listen and don't have the time to be looking at YouTube. Because you got to sit. Yeah, I understand. There's times you got to fucking sit down, and that's why I say watch it live too, because there's a strong chance it'll get blocked and won't be let back on, and it'll be probably the greatest one we've ever done. Like I said, hopefully we'll get some live ones of them going. Very exciting news coming. Very fucking green shooty fucking exciting news, and that should be good for everybody, not just selfishly me, because I only give a fuck about what the whole comedy scene realistically, but it's green shoots for everybody, which makes fucking things very, very happy. It hasn't changed in legislation as far as I'm concerned, because Leo just said I totally agree. It is a disgrace, because like I don't know if I'm doing a good Leo Varadkar, by the way. But Joe Rooney and Carl, who never pays a compliment, he actually, both of them went, that's a really good Leo Varadkar. I don't think it is. As I can hear myself back in the headphones, I don't think it's that great of one. But then nobody seems to do a very good one. It all seems to be give him a hint of a lisp and just basically do a sad Dublin guy. Yeah. Using like political terms and stuff. But he basically, you could see him, he had one eye on the door for holidays. When Michael E. Ray brought it up he actually brought it up. He brought it up and he mentioned who was to be this week's guest, going, a gig got pulled on him. The exact same story as our gig, which, well, I don't know if it's the exact same, but we'll find out on Monday. And he was like, yeah, I get it. I totally get it. I don't see what the difference is between a cinema and, of course, a performer, whether it be just one man and a microphone, or, of course, a band who are like 5 to 8 meters away from a car. I don't see a problem. And in the coming weeks, we'll definitely look into that. And they're on holidays the following fucking day. You're like, oh man, you just fucking blew through that. So it was a bit of a fuck you to do last night's gig, but I'm guessing the COVID officers passed it and didn't look any further into the actual fucking legislation. But got a lot of messages driving home in the car from a lot of event organizations going, how the fuck did you do that? And I'm like, I didn't do it. All I can tell you is look at the pictures. I know that you know what you know. You know the legislation hasn't been changed, but the fucking gig went ahead and was a screaming fucking success. So take from it what you will. Better to be sometimes ask for forgiveness rather than permission kind of an attitude. Drive on to fuck. Burst on, as they'd say down in Wexford. Burst on, lad. And yeah, so that was how that all panned out. Right, I'm just looking here. Have I anything else to tell you? Yeah, hopefully I'll have a Hard Enough podcast out for you on Monday, the video course will go straight up on the Patreon page. So you know yourself, it's just a nice way of saying thanks very much for supporting the podcast, because without you, the fuck, it wouldn't be a podcast because you couldn't justify it. So thank you very, very much. And to anybody who wants to join, if you want to do it for 1 month, fucking a couple of dollars for 1 month and back away out of it again. It's all lovely. If not, and you're listening on Apple Podcasts, you know what to do. Give it the 5 stars. It's free for you to give away. Just give 5 stars to the podcast. And why not write a lovely note? We have got some savage ratings. Savage ratings. It's a really well-rated podcast. And what it does is it drives it up the old fucking viewing charts. Allows people to see it handier. And that's what we fucking want. Merch. You can see the merch I'm wearing. Fucking. This is actually my favourite t-shirt. It doesn't get fucked up in the wash. Every other t-shirt I get, it just goes fucking wonky in the wash after a while. This t-shirt, fair play to fucking T-Republic. They do their t-shirts well anyway. It doesn't, nothing changes. So, it's there. That's there for you if you want to. I mean, there's almost no cut off it, but it's cool to know that there's people drinking out of things. I like drinking out of the top of my head, essentially. I like the notion of that. I missed the boat on this ever so slightly, right? Let me just fucking shut down a couple of these pages. Oh, for fuck's sake. Do you know what? I have to make mention of this, right? This cunt. And that's all you can call him, is a cunt. Takeshi69. Like, why does this cunt keep popping up in my life? Like, I had to unfollow Worldstar. But it's like fucking YouTube every time I go onto it. Every time now I'm on Facebook, there's some story about him. I mean, he's Mexican descent, apparently. But yet, he hangs out with a bunch of African Americans. And he keeps on using the N-word. His music, the music, like the actual music to his backing track, savage. Savage. If you laid some serious lyrics over it. But this fucking dum-dum, I'm not going to bother play, but this popped up in my fucking feed on Instagram, and because it was sponsored or something, or suggested. How in the fuck is anybody like? I'm trying to get away from the cunt, and he keeps on chasing me. I'm getting to a point where fucking Takeshi69 will turn up at the end of the fucking driveway, going, "Yeah, motherfucker, yeah, y'all can do with it." And I'm like, "Yeah, well, I'm just going to have to fucking shoot you." Because I'll have to put you out of your fucking misery, you cunt. You ratty looking disease of a fucking thing. He's even annoying to fucking look at. Not only that he's tattooed most of his face, like 6'9". You picked 69. That's something you did when you were fucking 4. Okay, maybe not 4. But you know what I mean? You'd write on copybook 69. You wouldn't stick it in your fucking rap name. And Takeshi, like Takeshi's Castle. That shit from the 90s where people went fucking running around, which I need to fucking bring up, actually. I need to watch Takeshi's Castle again. Asian people. You know what? Fuck it. That'll totally bleach out this wank stain. Oh, Lord. Get him out of my fucking... No. Where are we? Let's get up some fucking Takeshi's Castle. I love them little lads, and they about to bust themselves. God, there we go. It's catchy. Funniest fails. Absolutely, please. Absolutely. Oh, Lord. This will just be lovely. Lovely now. This will bright. And you see, is your man describing it as well? Knew how fucking bullshit it was. So your man would just give the commentary over. It was fucking brilliant. And then all before they start, everyone, I don't know what they said because they never put any subtitles in it, but say they're going down this fucking slide of death. Because Asian people back in the 90s they would either strip off or almost die of these Japanese people just to be on a show. So they'd be sitting in whatever sled made out of fucking, I don't know, otters or something, and they'd be about to go down this fucking hill made out of just nails and glass, and it'd be like some skinny little girl. She'd be like, she just shouting to nowhere. They had this mantra that they would, yeah, and they throw their fist in the air, and your man would be like, good on you, off you go, and like they're 4 feet down, and next they're using their fucking face as a brake to stop them. Oh, Takeshi's Castle. Let's just, go on. Oh, So big mud pit, and this little skinny Japanese woman was trying to catch a ball that they shot like 80 feet into the air, and it landed right on her fucking mush. Let's just have a look at the next one. I'll get off this. This is no good for the audio listeners, but go watch Takeshi's Castle. This will put you in right good mood. Look, what am I going to describe? That somebody absolutely milled themselves into a fucking wall just after giving that little fucking, like, it's like a little, here I go, talk to you later, thanks very much for picking me, kind of a yay. And the guy just did that and just plowed straight into the side of the fucking wall. Just there's 50 minutes of it. Let's go have a look at Takeshi's Castle's best and funniest fails. You won't be fucking sorry. But I was late to the party on this one, right? And it was, of course, the great man himself, Sacha Baron Cohen. I'd heard about it, but I didn't properly fucking see it. I'd literally seen like 10 seconds. I didn't realize the fucker sang. Now, I'm not going to play the whole thing, but I didn't realize he sang at this far right-wing fucking rally, posing as a racist bluegrass singer, right? And he's up there, he's got the balloon arch, he's got he's got fucking a stage, a full band and everything, and there's all these things out the front, banners out the front, and people are sitting down watching this, but it's when he gets them to start singing along with his fucking lyrics is incredible. I'm going to play you a bit of this just so you can go and fucking just go watch. I didn't realize they had 8.5 minutes of it, and he gets run out of the place as well. Oh, Jesus Christ. I think, oh, fucking hell, that guy is just fucking fantastic, isn't he? The balls it takes to do that, like, I mean, it's not like, okay, you could easily, as a comedian, you could easily go up and dress up as somebody and show up at some Irish country festival and just act the maggot or whatever. But, like, he's talking about chopping people up like they do, like the Saudis do, injecting. It's a fucking catchy tune, though. Just to give him his fucking credit. I'm guessing, what was the name of his show? Was it Making America? And I'm guessing it's coming back. I can't fucking wait. Right, I'm going to go to bed. You lovely bastards, if I can actually get to sleep. It's fucking melting in the house. No doubt. He had all grumpy sleeps as well. I hopefully will get to making the barbecue video. I'll get it out by Saturday morning. It will be out for anybody looking. But this video will be out on the Patreon within the next hour. And it'll be here in your ears as you're hearing it right now. What a thing to describe. So the podcast is out, guys. If you want to listen to it, I'm fucking listening to you. Tell me about it, you thick fucker. Understood. Keep up the good work. Hit subscribe to that button. I talked to you all through it before. If you want to support the podcast, go do that. The show notes, look down there. It's in the link. Give it a nice yoki on that. I think the other ones are starting to let you fucking leave a comment or rate. I think some of them are. If not, now that, share it on your chatty snaps. Share it on your fucking Instagram that you listen to it. Tag me in it. Fucking beautiful. I'll repost it. Tag me in it. Let me know where you're listening to it over the weekend. If you're getting drunk, you should get drunk and listen to this. Why fucking not? And we'll have a plethora of stuff. We'll have a new Hard Enough podcast. I'll have a buckshot out for you next week. And we will have a buckshot sideshow out for you next week. And hopefully I can start leaking some fucking very fun news to you. Now, boys and girls, go on away. Enjoy the weekend. And I'll talk to you next week. Look at thanks.